What's good? I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shot Mechanics Basketball. Today I've got on the Nike PG2s that were sent to me by my guys over at East Bay, and we're going to give you 3 unstoppable crossover moves that Paul George uses to torch defenders. All right, so Paul George is one of the most underrated offensive players in the league. Today what I want to do is give you 3 crossovers that are guaranteed to work pretty much every time that he uses to scorch his defenders. Now, if you want, watch to the end of this video, and I'm going to give you free access to a PG Buckets workout brought to you by my guys over at East Bay, where you can learn to score just like Paul George. But watch till the end. So the very first move that he's got is what we call the drag pullback, meaning as Paul George is attacking, if he gets a defender that's pretty tight on him, or maybe hip to hip, he's going to use a drag pullback where he's going to stop with his outside foot and pull the ball back between his legs, right? So it's kind of like a regular pullback, but this time we're going to keep the ball between our legs, and it's nice because that leg kind of acts as a shield, because a lot of times if a defender is running with you and you slam on the brakes and you yank it back, they're going to be flying by and their hand's going to come through this area. So if you were just to do a regular pullback, that's right where the defender can take it sometimes, right? So if you use this leg, you're going to shield and yank it back. Now the key to this pullback is, number one, you got to stop on a dime. Think about as you're getting ready to go, you're going to jab your foot into the ground and throw your chest forward, because at this point it still looks like I'm driving, right? So that's going to make the defender slide with me. But at that point, when I yank it back, we're going to use their momentum against them. So key number one, stab that foot, throw those shoulders. The second key is, once we get the ball through, we want to get what we call a chop step, meaning when I pull it back, if I've got a jumper, great, but if not, I'm probably going to want to drive the opposite direction. So I'm going to use a chop step where I replace my feet, keeping my live dribble. So you can see my right foot's forward, I yank, boom, right foot's back, just like that as I'm coming through. Forward, chop step, and that's going to allow me to attack opposite. Make sure that once you're hitting that chop step, you're staying loaded coming out of it. So when I come through, I'm not standing straight up and down, I'm yanking, landed loaded so I can explode off that one, attack, get to the rim, just like Paul George. All right, so the next one we've got is the triple combo, which is basically 3 moves put together to get by the defender. So we're going in and out, between the legs, and then a hang crossover. So you see Paul George set it up where he's just going a little in and out first, normally from the inside to the outside. So you're gonna just go a little in and out, then you're gonna go between the legs, and then a hang crossover where you're stabbing your foot out and then whipping it back over to your left. So again, those 3 moves in a row, we're going set up in and out, set up between the legs, so neither one of those are super hard. They're just enough to get the defender moving. And then the hard one that you hit hard is this stab, hang, cross. So the whole key is the first 2 moves are setups. You don't need to really shake somebody with the in and out or really shake somebody between the legs. We're just getting them ready to hit that hang crossover. The next biggest key is make sure you're selling that crossover with your head, shoulders, and eyes, right? So as I hit this between the legs and I get to go, I want to throw my whole body that direction with a jab and then yank the ball opposite, right? If I can sell it that direction, the defender's pretty much going to slide out of your way on that crossover, and it's really easy to blow by them. All right, so the next move we've got is a stab crossover. Now this is basically just a quick crossover where you're using a stab step to try to slide the defender out of your way. So it all starts as you're coming up and you're getting ready to attack. You're just gonna go a little mini in and out, right? Again, it doesn't have to be a really big one. I'm not trying to like throw the defender out of my way. I'm just trying to set them up to get them to react to this stab step really hard. So as I come up, I'm gonna go kind of high with my shoulders, in and out, and then I'm gonna drop. Now again, one of the main keys to this move is that shoulder height, right? As I come up here, I want my shoulders to go up and then down as I'm rolling and stabbing out. Because as I stand up on this in and out, my defender's probably gonna raise a little bit, and then as soon as I in and out and drop, they're gonna slide to cut me off. From here, all I've gotta do is stay loaded on that foot when it came down on the stab, boom, crossover and load quickly out of it. Again, one of the biggest keys to this is kind of that cadence. It doesn't all have to be super, super fast, right? As I come through, I can go slow, and then fast out of it, right? So play with cadence, play with tempo, and see which kind of, get your defenders moving the most. But that setup in and out to a drop stab gets them every time. All right, and don't forget, click the top link description down below to get a free copy of our PG Buckets workout brought to you by my guys over at East Bay. And if you're looking for a pair of basketball shoes, hit the second link in the description down below and pick up a pair of the PG2s for my guys over at East Bay. Exclusive colorways, free shipping, you just can't beat it. And I actually love these shoes on foot, so go check them out. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shot Mechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Splash on.